Is it appearing my screen to all? Please. Please respond to my question. Is it appearing my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
See here, another question. A shaft is supported by two bearings. One shaft is there and supported by two bearings. I am drawing here. One shaft is there. One shaft is there, supported by two bearings. Is it recording or not? One shaft is there. Supported in two bearings. So I am drawing the bearing here. Bearing. This is the one bearing. Supported by two bearings placed 1 meter apart. So total length is 1 meter. Total length is 1 meter. And a 600 mm diameter pulley is mounted at a distance of 300 mm. One pulley is there. How much the diameter of the pulley? 600 mm diameter is there. That is placing at a distance of 300 mm to the right of left hand of the bearing. So this is the left hand bearing. To this left hand bearing, it is placing right side. It means it is here. And pulley is mounted here. Okay. At what distance? 300. So 300 mm is given. 300 mm is given. I am writing here in terms of meters, 0.3 meters. Okay. Now, what is the diameter of the pulley? The diameter of the pulley is how much given? 600 mm. So I am writing here as meters, 0.6 meters. And the pulley, and it drives a pulley directly below it with the help of belt having the maximum tension is 2.25 kilonewtons. So maximum tension T is given as 2.25 kilonewtons. Okay, so this is going to operate with the help of one pulley is there below this one vertically. Okay, so the belt is having the maximum tension 2.25 kilonewtons. So for this, I'm drawing the front view here. Front view I'm drawing here. Diameter is 6.6 meters, and it is working with the belt drive vertically below it. The tension tight side is T1, slack side is T2. Okay. Now below it, with the help of belt drive having the maximum tension, another pulley 400 mm diameter. Another pulley is the 400 mm diameter is placed 200 at a distance of 200 mm. 200 mm 10 the wait, sorry, not 10, this is one. 200 mm left hand bearing. This is the left hand bearing. Left hand bearing. So this is the left hand bearing, and This is the diameter 400 mm. I'm writing in terms of meters, 0.4 meters. Okay. So I'm drawing the another front view for the small pulley here. Okay. Left hand bearing. The distance from the left hand bearing to this one is 200 mm given. I'm writing it in terms of meters, 0.2 meters. Okay. Bearing, and it is driven with the help of electric motor and having the belt which is placed horizontally to the right. So to the right means I'm drawing the front view for this small pulley. To the right, the tension is T3, T4. So for the first pulley, the tensions are right side is T1, right slack side T2. For the second pulley, this is the first pulley, and this is the second pulley. Tension test is T3, slack side is T4. Okay, and angle of contact theta is given. Angle of contact theta is given as 180 degrees. This 180 degrees we need to convert into radians. It means 180 degrees into pi by 180. So this is radians. Okay. Now coefficient of friction is given in the question 0.24. Coefficient of friction is given in the question 0.24. Question is asking determine the suitable diameter. Determine the suitable diameter for solid shaft. So this is the solid shaft, this one. Okay. Question is asking to calculate the diameter of this shaft. And parameters, the properties of the shaft is given. Allowable working stress for the in tension for the shaft is 63 megapascal. In tension is 63 megapascal. 63 megapascal, and shear stress is 42 megapascal. Okay, so this diagram is very important for the design of shaft. Whatever the data is given, that you need to convert into diagrammatic. Okay, for the diagram also you have the marks. This diagram here in the specifically for the design of shaft, this diagram, the first step of the diagram is known as space diagram. This one is known as space diagram. Okay, now we need to calculate the diameter of the shaft. Before finding the diameter of the shaft, we need to conclude one thing, means we need to identify the problem. The given problem belongs to which category. We have the total 6 categories are there. First one is the shaft is subjecting to pure tension. Second one is pure bending. Third one is combination of bending and torsion. And fourth one is combination. In addition to the combination, one axial load is acting. And fifth one is the based on rigidity. Sixth one is the based on lateral rigidity and torsional rigidity. Okay. So among these 6 categories, the given question belongs to which one we need to identify. So see this diagram, from the space diagram we can conclude one thing. What? Because the total system is running with the help of electric motor, power is transmitting. Okay, power is transmitting is nothing but it is the shaft is subjecting to the torque. The shaft is subjecting to the torque. Okay, now because of mountings here, one larger pulley is mounted on the shaft, one smaller pulley is mounted on the shaft. Two pulleys are mounted on the shaft. Because of the two mountings, the shaft is going to subject it to bending. The shaft is going to subject into the bending. So see here in this diagram, you are facing the two parameters. One is the T, another is the M. It means this is the problem comes under the third category, combination of torsion and bending. Like that, you need to conclude. So, okay, after conclusion, what you need to do, take the empirical relation which is suited for this problem. Take the empirical relation which is suited for the problem. So, in the third category, that is in combination of bending and torsion, we have the two theories. One is according to the maximum principal stress theory. According to maximum principal stress theory, and second one is the shear stress theory. By using these two theories, we are going to solve the diameter of the shaft. Now, between these two, which one we need to select? Between these two relations, which one is suitable for this question to solve the answer? So that we need to check. So see the properties of the material, whichever is given in the question. Allowable maximum allowable working stress for the material is 63 megapascal in tension. So that is tension value is given. Okay. Next one is allowable shear stress is given in the 42 megapascal. It means bending stress value, shear stress value, both values are given. It means we have to solve this problem by using these two relations. One is according to the maximum principal stress theory. Second one is the shear stress theory. In this problem, I will going to solve the problem with the help of maximum principal stress theory. That is equivalent bending moment equal 1 by 2 into m plus bending moment plus square root of bending square plus torsion square. Bending square plus torsion square. I'm going to solve this problem with the help of the first theory, and I'm giving as a homework to you solve this problem with the help of shear stress theory. That is TE equal square root of m square plus t square. Okay. Now what is T here? T is nothing but pi by 16 into sigma s into dq. Sigma s value is given in the question. Only you need to calculate the d value. Okay. Now I am explaining according to the first theory. Now what is the first theory here? Principal stress theory. Equivalent bending moment. Equivalent bending moment, it means pi by 32 sigma b into dq. So in this sigma b value we know, d value we need to calculate, that is given in the question. M value we don't know, t value also we don't know. These two unknown parameters we need to calculate first. Okay, so first one by one we are going to calculate it. Now to calculate the torque value, t value, to calculate the t value, how many relations we have? First relation is power equal 2 pi nt by 60. This relation, as you know, in watts. Okay, with this equation we can calculate the torque T value. But check the problem. P value is given, power value is not given. The system is given in terms of belt drives. The system, total whole system is given in terms of belt drives. See the space diagram front view. The first pulley is subjecting to the vertically down pulley. Okay, the second pulley is subjecting to the horizontal belt system. It means we can calculate the torque with the help of ratios of belt tension. Okay, so first the tension, when we have the two tensions in the belt, torque T equal T1 minus T2 into radius of the pulley. So here two pulleys are there. First I'm giving the names. For the first bearing, this is the A and this is the B. This is the C pulley and this is the D pulley. Okay, so first I am taking the C pulley. So see here two pulleys are there and two pulleys are having the different diameter. If the pulleys are having the same diameter and same location, means the first C pulley is locating at 3 points. It means 0.3 meters. Here see the second pulley is locating 0.2 meters. It means it is non-symmetrical section. If it is symmetrical section, what I will do? I will going to take this is considered as a cantilever beam, and torque is T1 minus T2, and bending moment is W into L. Like that I will going to solve. But here, because it is a non-symmetrical section, simultaneously we need to calculate the answers for both the things, C and D. Okay, first I am calculating the for the C value. So for the C value is for the C pulley is T1 minus T2. T1 minus T2 because the C pulley larger one is the C pulley, larger one is the C pulley, smaller one is the D pulley. So for the C pulley is subjected to the tension T1 and T2. Okay. So for that, I'm writing the torque on the C pulley is torque on the C pulley is T1 minus T2 into R. Okay. So R is the radius of the pulley, C pulley, RC. I'm writing here. So T1 how much? T1 is given in the question maximum tension. Maximum tension is given as 2.25 kilonewtons. Okay, write it. Now T2 how much? See the problem. T2 value is given in the question. T2 value is not given in the question. We need to calculate. So to calculate the T2 value, another relation also we need to consider. Ratios of tension T1 by T2 equal e to the power of mu theta. So this relation you already studied in the kinematics of machinery friction topic. Power transmission by the belt rest. Okay. So T1 by T2 equal e to the power of mu theta. Theta value you calculated in radians pi you got, and mu is given in the question coefficient of friction, and T1 value is given in the question 2.25 kilonewtons. So substitute T2 equal T1 by e to the power of mu theta. So T1 how much? 2.25 into 10 to the power of 3 by e to the power of how much mu value is given in the question? Mu value is given 0.24, and theta value we got as a pi, that is 3.14. Now tell me the T2 value. Tell me the T2 value in terms of newtons. Make it fast. Tell me the T2 value. Tell me the T2 value. Tell me the T2 value. Tell me Babu. What is T2? Nobody responding.
One zero five nine. 357.3.
Sir, we are not able to hear your voice, sir.
Can you hear my voice? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सर फोन से आ रहा है, हेडफोन चले गए जैसे है, फोन से कनेक्ट करा तो बच्चे आंसर दे रहे। स्टार्टिंग में सुनने आया बोल के लिए सीपीयू का प्रॉब्लम होगा। पहले यहीं थे, फ्रंट में लगाया था मैं, फिर एक बार लाओ। नो आई एम ऑडिबल।
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Are you able to see my screen, Babu?
Yes, sir. We are able to see, sir.
Okay. इसे फोन से चलाता हूँ, फिर बाद में देखूंगा। Sorry for the disturbance, Babu. So where we were? So see here. See here. T3 minus T4 equal 1788 we got. Now we are comparing here. We are comparing here. T1 by T2 equal. I'm writing T1 by T2 equal T3 by T2 equal e to the power of mu theta, because both pulleys are mounting on a same shaft. Both pulleys are mounting on a same shaft. Okay, whatever the torque is generating from the D, same torque is transmitting to the C. Otherwise, whatever the torque is generating from the C point, that is transmitting to the D point. Okay, so that reason I am writing this equation. It means T2 by T1 equal T3 by T4. T3 by T4 equal e to the power of mu theta. So e to the power of mu theta, how much we got? E to the power of mu theta, substitute here, e to the power of 0.24 into 3.14. Okay, so tell me the e to the power of mu theta value, how much you got? Otherwise, T3 by T4 equal e to the power of mu theta. Okay, now T3 equal e to the power of mu theta into T4. Okay, now tell me the T3 value in terms of T4. How much you will get? E to the power of mu theta 2.127 T4. So T3 value substitute here, 2.127 T4 minus T4 equal 1788 newtons. So with this relation, calculate T4 value. Calculate T4 value. T4 how much? How much T4? Calculate T4 value. T4 value I'm writing here, 1588 newtons. Now substitute the T4 value in this equation. In this equation, you will get the T3. You will get the T3 3376 newtons. Okay, T4, T3 we calculated. Now I'm drawing the diagram here. First one we draw on the space diagram. Again, I'm drawing here. One shaft is there. Okay. One shaft is there. Two pulleys are mounting here. One C pulley, another is D pulley. Okay. So first one is a torque diagram I'm drawing. First one, torque diagram. This is the A point. This is the B point. So at C pulley, how much torque we generated? The T value, the torque value is 357.3. The T value is 357.3. 357.3 Newton meter. Okay, this is a torque diagram. Now second one is a load diagram we need to calculate. So load diagram we need to draw. So load diagram for the A and B. Load diagram for the C pulley and D pulley. So first C pulley. C pulley having the vertical belt drive system. C pulley is having the, see the first diagram. C pulley is having the vertical pulley system, vertical belt drive. D pulley is having the horizontal belt drive system. So because of that reason, the T pulley is having the vertical load, D pulley is having the horizontal load. So T pulley is having the vertical load, D pulley is having the horizontal load. So horizontal load on the D pulley, how much? That is 0. And vertical pulley, C pulley is having the vertical load. How much that one? The vertical load is, for C pulley is T1 plus T2. T1 plus T2. T1, how much we got? How much T1 plus T2? T1, how much we got? The question is given 252250 2250, and T2 how much we got? 1058. 1058. So total value is 3308. 3308 newtons. Now what load on the D pulley, that is horizontal load. Horizontal load for the C pulley is 0, because the C pulley is not having any belt drive system horizontal manner. Okay. Double 308 newtons. 3308 newtons. D pulley separately. So D pulley A and B. D pulley is having the horizontal load, somewhat magnitude, not 0. Magnitude. How much that magnitude? These two are for the C pulley. Now vertical load for the D pulley is 0, because it is subjecting to the horizontal belt drive system. Now horizontal load for the D pulley is T3 plus T4. Just now we calculated the T3 and T4. How much T3, T4? T 3376 plus what T4 we got 1588. 1588. So total how much? The total value is 4964. 4964 newtons. These two are for the D pulley. Okay. So D pulley horizontal load is 4964 newtons, and vertical load is 0. Okay. So these doesn't have any units here. Now load diagram we calculated. Now what is the purpose of the load is? In the previous first case we calculated the torque value. Torque we got as a 357.3. Okay, 357.3 we are going to use here in this T value. In this equation, T value we are going to using the here 357.3. But we need bending moment here. Okay, to calculate bending moment, the process is carried now here. To calculate bending moment, first one, um, drawing the vertical line AB. Okay. Now reaction at A, RA, reaction at B, RB, RB. Okay. First considering the C pulley. Now vertical reactions due to the C pulley. First considering the C pulley here. C pulley. So because C pulley is having the vertical belt drive system, so that reason load is acting vertically downwards. Okay. So vertically downwards, because of that reason, vertical reaction at A, vertical reaction at B is going to generate it. So RA B plus RBB equal total how much? The vertical load. Vertical load just now we calculated as 3308 newtons. Okay. Now RB we need to calculate first. So what is RA? So first taking the moment about A point here. Taking the moment about A point here. So taking moment about A is about A point is RBB vertical into 1. The total length is 1 meter. Total length is 1 meter. 1 meter RBB into 1. So this is minus because it is rotating in a anti-clockwise direction. This is taking moment about A point. It means this is rotating in a anti-clockwise direction. I am taking the minus sign here. Okay. Plus vertical load into what is the distance from C point to the here 0.3 meters. So vertical load is 3308 into 0.3 equal to 0. So now 3308 into 0.3 equal RBV. Okay. Now what is RBV? What is RBV? RBV 2.4 newtons. Now what is RAV from this relation? What is RAV? RAV is 3308 minus 2.4 newtons. So what is RAV? RAV is 2315.6 newtons. Okay. So RBV we calculated. Okay. Now moment about C. I'm calculating the now moment about C. It means bending moment at C point. Bending moment at C point. Bending moment at C point is RAV into 0.3. So RAV how much we got? 2315.6. Okay. Into 0.3 meters. And bending moment at D point. Bending moment at D point is RBV into 0.2 meters. So what is bending moment at C point? At C point how much? 69 4.7 Newton meter. Now for this 198.5 Newton meter. Okay, Newton meter. Now this is total calculations based on the horizontal load, horizontal reactions, horizontal load we calculate, sorry, vertical reactions, and based on considering of the C pulley. Now by considering the D pulley, by considering the D pulley, by considering the D pulley, reaction at A, reaction at B. First C is the constant now. In this case, D is going to play a role. So by considering the D pulley is having the horizontal belt system. So that reason horizontal reaction at A point, horizontal reaction at B point is going to generate it. So what? How much total reaction horizontal at A plus horizontal at B? Total is equal to horizontal load. Horizontal load, how much we got? Horizontal load, how much we got? Horizontal load is 4964. Horizontal load is 4964 newtons. Okay. Now first calculating the separately RA and RB. So taking moment about RA. Taking moment about RA. So it does what is the horizontal at B into 1, and this is a minus because the reaction is acting counterclockwise direction, plus load at the D point is how much we got? Load at D point 4964 into 0.8 from here to here distance. This is the total 1 meter. This is the total 1 meter. From here to here, it is 0.2 meter. Okay, so 1 meter minus 1 minus 0.2, 0.8 meters. Now what is RHB? Horizontal load. So horizontal reaction at B 3971 newtons. Now what is at A point? Horizontal reaction at A point. So horizontal reaction at A point is 4964 minus 3971. 3971. So what is the 993 newtons? Okay. Now I'm calculating the bending moment at C point, at D point. The bending moment at C point is horizontal at A into 0.3. Here horizontal at B into 0.2. So horizontal reaction at A point 993 you got, and 0 into 0.3. And here horizontal reaction at B point, how much you got? 3971 into 0.2. So if you substitute, what is the answer? At C point 297.9 Newton meter. Here 794.2 Newton meter. Okay. So total how many bending moments we got? Based on the vertical reaction, 2 bending moments. Okay. Based on horizontal reactions, 2 bending moments we got. That bending moment we need to show in these diagrams. In the diagrams we need to show. So I'm drawing here at C point. Bending moment is at C point is 694.7. At D point 198.5. So like this it will come. Now For this diagram, bending moment at C point, how much? At C point 297.9. Here 794.2. Like this. Okay. Now resultant bending moment we need to calculate. To calculate resultant bending moment, horizontal for the resultant bending moment. So here I am writing resultant bending moment at C point is square root of bending moment at C vertically square plus bending moment at C horizontally square. How much this one? This one is square root of 694.7 square plus horizontal bending moment at C point is 297.9. 297.9 square. Calculate it. How much is one? 756. 756 Newton meter. Now same manner, bending moment, resultant bending moment at D point. Resultant C, resultant R, B. So at here, bending moment at D vertically square plus bending moment at D horizontal square. So D at vertically how much? 198.5 square plus horizontal D is 794.2 square. Solve it. 819.2 Newton meter. The two bending moment value we got. That also we need to show in this diagram. Draw A point at B point. At C point, resultant bending moment is 756 Newton meter. At D point, 819 Newton meter. Okay. C point at D point. Now two bending moment are we got, but in the question in starting equation, see here in this equation only one m value is there. Only one value is there, not horizontal, not vertical. So that one is whenever we are getting the two bending moments, horizontal and vertical at D and C. So at C this much of horizontal, at C the resultant bending moment we are getting 756. At D resultant bending moment we are getting as 819. So between these two, the larger value we need to select for the design. The larger value we need to select for the design. The larger value we need to select. So how much larger? 819 we got. So bending moment larger value bending moment is how much we got? 819.2. 819.2 Newton meter. Okay. M value, T value both we calculated. Now first one, according to the principal stress theory, equivalent bending moment equal 1/2 into m plus square root of m square plus t square. Okay. Now ME equivalent bending moment is pi/32 into sigma b into d cube equal 1/2 into m. How much we got? 819.2 plus square root of 819.22 square plus torsion value, how much we got at the beginning? 357.6 at the beginning. 357.6 square. Simplify this equation. Sigma B value that is given in the question. Now D value how much? So sigma B value is given in the question as how much? Sigma B value. Sigma B value how much given in the question? 63 megapascal. This is given in the question 63 megapascal. Now tell me the D value. Tell me the D value. D value you will get 51.7. It means nearly equal to 52 mm. Okay. This is the answer.